Hello everyone, welcome back to Dungeon Pages. This is my 6th game in the core set, which will probably be my last video and probably my last game of Dungeon Pages as well. There are 6 heroes and 6 dungeons in the core set, and I've done mixing and matching, so this will be the last hero I haven't done and the last dungeon I haven't done, and I probably won't get the... I guess there are 2 different 52 page sets you can buy, but I don't know. I feel like I've had enough. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not going to spend more money on it. Anyway, what's going on here? This is Gloria, Avenging Warrior. Gloria may have started her life as a farmer, but when her husband was slain by monsters, she decided that becoming a knight was her mission. Now she wields a different tool, one that reaps justice. Crumbs, ever the loyal raven, was happy to follow. I didn't notice the raven before. Okay. Blade and Claw. Sack a good die to increase a die by 1 and or decrease a die by 1. So this is going to get stronger once there's more than 2 total dice. Which I guess could be the first dungeon, right? You don't have to do the ones with only 1 evil die first. You can do a 2 evil die thing so that this is always max power. It's an interesting thought. The first weapon upgrade allows diagonal targeting. Crossbow allows skipping around quite far. Interesting. Heirloom sword has good range and is magical. Sure. Wind up golem. Does anyone else have this? I don't recognize this. A lot of these relics are like reused between multiple characters. Like Elder Sav, at least 2 of them have, and I think it's more. But yeah, like so is heirloom plate mail. Wow, her relics are all really cheap. That's interesting. But you know, Zafin's like Elder Sav, like 8 XP, or someone has one for 8. Yeah, Mira. So I don't know, kind of interesting. I guess that's a balancing consideration of some kind, although it doesn't seem very interesting to me. You can re-roll a die. Oh, an activated die, and you can use it again. That's interesting. All right, and what about these? We get our first extra good die at 8, which is early. We get so many health potions? Why? Like, there are 6 available here. I'm going to get 2 of them. It means only 4 of them on the map even do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is how many there are. So Elder Sav is, I guess, like you would take it if you missed health potions, basically. If there was one you failed to pick up. Which is certainly possible. And like decreasing evil dice by 1 isn't useless, but it's, I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to go Elder Sav. And we get this -1 to enemy defense, which is nice. Where are we going with Gloria? We are going to the Iron Peaks. That's right. This is Finn's, the dungeon on Finn's sheet. Providing the strongest metal for swords, armor, and golems. Well, it's a good thing I'm bringing a golem, I guess. So this is plants. The 2 main monster types we'll see are a plant, which is very easy to defeat and doesn't hurt you very much. Okay, sure, a pushover. And stealing thieves. These guys are also very easy to kill. Well, no, they have 2 HP. They're easy to damage and, you know, not total pushovers, but not easy to kill. But not hard, I mean. If any of your evil dice show a 6, you have to spend a coin if you have one. And the FAQ clarifies this triggers only once per turn, not per monster that attacks you. Let me get my pen adjusted here. Okay. And then we have this architect fellow, which again, 6s are going to be a problem. Shifting tiles. He's really easy to kill though, huh? He doesn't attack that much. You can hit him with 4s, and you only have to hit him twice. I guess the issue is he's just really far away. Hard to get to? Okay. So is the rock chute a trap? No, it is a normal space. Okay, interesting. Anyway, shifting tiles. If you mark it, you have to mark an adjacent space with a 1 or take a damage. Okay. So we want 7 XP after our first... Well, 8, really. 8 would be very important after our first dungeon. Where can we accomplish that? Certainly not at the chateau. The most you could possibly get there is 6. Overgrown shop, you certainly could. I assume the thieves only attack for 1? Or only give 1 XP? Yeah. So here, let's see. You could only get 5 of the columns, but you could get all 3 monsters and presumably wood, so that would be 8. Here, you could get every column and both monsters by leaving this as your choke point. Here, the most you could get would be 7. And you don't want to come here until you have some keys or some other way to break walls, which we'll never have. Nor a way to, like, skip over walls or anything. Okay. So we want to collect keys. Do I need both? Yeah. That's interesting. This is a dungeon where collecting 2 keys is mandatory or you die. Because if you ever fail to make it out of a dungeon by connecting paths... Oh, no, I see. There's a potion here that could, like, use through a wall. So, okay. So you have to collect this or 2 keys. Anywhere else we want to use keys? Here, maybe? I'm not... Doesn't seem like that's that important to me. Oh, and there's another teleport potion here. This place is just lousy with teleport potions for some reason. Okay. Well... Two monsters being right by the door certainly would make them easy to defeat quickly, right? And then we just have to track down the sneaking thief. And this dungeon can produce 8 XP. And so could this one, although it would maybe be hard. And this one can't. So we don't want to go here first. We don't want to go here first. So it's Dungeon 1 or Dungeon 3. The Overgrown Shop or the Factory Tunnels. No, yeah, Factory Tunnels. I mean, I'd like to do the shop, I think, because the plants are hopefully going to be easy to kill off. It's also, like, ideally, you want to fight the thieves when you don't have any... Well, I don't know. The thieves only steal your coins on 6s, and so, like, you could spend a coin turning a 6 into a 5 to stop them doing that. But I guess then you're still spending a coin, right? So they've effectively stolen your coin, and they're still getting to attack you. So I guess on 6s, they basically are just stealing a coin whether you have one or not. So it would be kind of nice to fight them when you don't have any. I don't know. I'm tempted to do the factory tunnels first. Because having 2 dice 2 evil dice available will make Blade and Claw work maximally hard, right? We'll get maximum value out of Blade and Claw. Is there one of these that Scythe would be much more useful for than the other? I guess yes. We're not going to be making much use out of diagonal movement in this dungeon, whereas here we probably would, right? Here, it saves us a lot of time getting these thieves more quickly. So maybe that's an argument for doing Overgrown Shop first. Yeah, I guess we'll do Overgrown Shop. I could imagine either one of these being right, but let's just do the shop. All right, off we go. A 4 and a 5. The evil die is a 5, which means I get hit by 3 straight. Hit 4 3 straight away. Everyone gets me. Don't appreciate that. But plants can be damaged on 3 or more. So it's quite tempting to just like put a 4 and a 5. I could, though, if that happens, fail to complete the dungeon. If my next roll is 2 1s, or a good 2 and an evil 1. Because I need to put something 3 or lower here. So 2, 3, or 4. No, 3, 4, or 5, sorry. Or 6. 3 or higher, there we go. Something 2 or lower would fail to get out then. So I guess what that means is if my evil die is a 2 or higher, I would be safe because I could turn it into a 3 if necessary. So that's 1 in 6. And if my good die were 3 or higher, I would also be safe. So that's 2 out of 3. So I would only fail to get out if I rolled 1 out of 6 on the evil die. And so it would be like 2 out of 18. It would be 1 in 9 to fail to get experience from this dungeon. I mean, I don't want to fail. 1 out of 9 is low, but I think I should be able, like, the upside of making that risky play is just that if the enemies roll 5 or higher, I take 1 less damage. I think that it's just a risk for not enough reward to do that. So I'm going to just kill 1 plant. They only take 1 to knock over, right? Yeah. 5, 4. So, you know, it's possible that I'll suffer a damage here unnecessarily. And indeed, not even that unlikely, right? It's 1 time in 3, I'll lose 1 HP here because of this decision. But 1 time in 9, I could completely miss out on all my experience, which would be a disaster if I went the other way. So I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so I could have gotten out of there, but I also did not suffer any ill effects, right? I get to defeat the monster anyway. And no one attacks me. Only evil dice. It doesn't matter. They're not stealing. I have no coins to steal. So I could put like a 3 here, which is pretty good for routing to the exit. And then a 6 here, which seems okay. The 3 hits the plant, right? So I'm going to, meanwhile, carve out my path to the thief. Who takes 2 hits, right? Yes. So that'll be the challenging thing remaining in this dungeon. That's a 6. You got me. I don't have any coins to cross out, so I'm safe from that problem. And I think 2 here, 6 here makes some sense. Although 2 here, 6 here is probably better, so I can potentially kill him next turn. Yeah, of course. 2, 6. And I've taken a total of 4 damage, which is correct. 2s? That's pretty good. I can't use it to kill this guy. But a 2 collects this coin. There is a little bit of danger to collecting the coin before killing the thief. If they roll a 6, he gets to steal it from me. But I do have to put something here so that I can attack him. And what I put here, I want to be a 2. So I could delay, and then I could potentially kill him all at once if I rolled a 2 and something higher than a 3. But that's sort of unlikely, right? So it's all, yeah, this seems like the way to go. Okay. He doesn't get to kill me, and I do get to kill him, so everybody's happy except them. Let's see. These are great numbers. I love these numbers. I like going up again, by the way, because I want to put a 6 here, and I need that to be part of the contiguous path. So 2 heading up to 6 could be a little hard. Anyway, point is, we're putting a 5 here, defeating you, and a 3 here, and moving on with our lives. A 1 and a 3. Well, I don't like putting a 3 here. I wish I could put a 4. But I think I have to put the 3. And then the 1 goes over here. So I can maybe get this poison potion or something. I want high numbers this way. Okay. A 5. I mean, you could sack the 5, turn this 3 into a 4, and put it here. That way we're building up to grabbing the key, which seems important. On the other hand, I could just put a 3 here. Right? No, that's too risky. If I put a 3 here, I have to put the 5 in this position. And then I don't have any safe dumping grounds for numbers anymore. I think I'm sacking this 5 to make this 3 a 4. So I can write it here and get going on potentially collecting this 6. This key. Getting to a 6 for this key. Actually, hang on. Maybe I'm not doing that. This was a 5 and this was a 3. It's just literally impossible to cross out numbers. I'm writing an X there instead. Okay. Because I have this issue that I can't ever get to this square, right? I don't have any way to bypass this one, and when I touch this, I'll be out of the dungeon. So to collect this potion, I have to use these 2 squares. Which means they have to be the same. But I guess they don't have to be the same as this. I was thinking maybe I needed to give myself a million 3s, but I don't really. I want to put a 4 here, and I want these to be 5s. I mean, that would be my dream. So I will go ahead and write the 4 there. Maybe I won't get my dream, but my dream is that these are 5s. And these are 3s. Okay, that's a 3. That seems fine, so sack this, bump this. 3 here. Grab a potion. The most important potion of the dungeon, I guess. So I still have desires for 3s and 5s and maybe one day 6s, hopefully. I don't want the 6 yet, is the thing. Let's see. And or. So I don't think I can choose... Whereas on Sigrid, her ability is to increase a die by up to 2, and I chose to interpret that as 0 is allowed. So you could sack a good die to no effect. Here, I don't think I can make such an interpretation. Increase and or decrease doesn't mean... It doesn't say XOR, I mean, right? So you do have to do one of them. I can't just sack this 6 to write in a 5 wherever I want. So... I mean, I could just write in a 5 and then a 6. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, get out, grab this key and run. Because then I'd be missing both of these columns. So I'm going to, you know, risk a little bit the possibility that I might not get a sequential path. Remember, we do have a coin. So it's pretty likely we can connect up, even as long as we're willing to not put in a 6. So put a 5 here and a 6 there. Oh. Well, no, I could sack the 6 to shrink the 5 into a 4, but I don't want that. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. 2 6s. Two 6s. I think I'm going to greed. I'm going to turn this 6 into a 5. Because remember, collecting, like, mobility items seems very important in this dungeon. There's, like, this one dungeon that you have to be able to go through doors and or walls pretty freely in. So, I think it's worth securing the teleport. A 5 and a 4. I mean, I really do want 8 experience from this, right? So I kind of have to just write this in, get the column, and assume I'll be able to produce a good enough number. Although it's possible I could miss, right? I need a number that is at least 4. I have a coin and an ability. I could miss, but I think it's really important to get to 8. I don't know. I mean, is it? Maybe I could be satisfied with just 7. Because 7 would be a scythe. Okay, let's say I just turn this 5 into a 4, put it here, and then next turn go for broke. Like, I need to get a 4, 5, or 6. What are the odds I miss on that? If my evil die is at least 3, I get there without even spending a coin. If my evil die is at least 2, I can spend a coin. So I think this is the same as the odds earlier of like 1 in 9 that I calculated about the entrance, right? So if my evil die is a 1, and my good die is at most 2, then I can't get out. That's 1 in 9. I think... I don't know. I mean, I should be able to win even if I take the conservative route of only grabbing 7 XP here. I think. But that 8th XP is so good. Alright, I'm going to greed. We're writing a 4 here, and then that's it for the turn. By sacking this and making this a 4, of course. Alright. We did it. I even get the 6. Great. Without spending a coin. Genius level plays. Never didn't have it. that is a sequential path. Never had to go up or down by more than one. We did pretty well here, I think. We have a teleport, a key, and a coin. And experience-wise, every column but the first. Or the first column does have a monster in it. That's 5 and 3 is 8. Getting me that all-important good die. I guess I should mark these off before I claim the rewards. And a scythe. Which I think I'm probably supposed to take. I mean, I have a teleport and a key. Technically, I could go here. Is there a reason to do that? Also, I think I said earlier that you can't get all the experience from this place. Now that I have the scythe, I can. I couldn't before, because I could explore to here, and only then fill this in. So that's possible where it wasn't before. So this could produce 8 experience. How much do I want? I have 8. I mean, 7 is the breakpoint for the heavy crossbow, right? And kind of the only breakpoint that matters. So pretty much anything should be able to give 7 XP, right? Not this one. Okay, so let's go somewhere else then. One of these. Which one, though? They're both capable of providing 8 XP. Which one? So, when considering the difficulty of dungeons, you could reasonably say, look, this one is easy, or I don't know. I mean, which one of these is easier now? Hard to say. But let's imagine, like, that I thought this one was much easier than the other, just for example. In the way that I thought this one was much easier. That doesn't necessarily mean you should tackle them easiest first, because you know you're going to have to go to all of them eventually. So you should find the dungeon for which leveling up will provide the smallest marginal benefit, and do that first. Or anyway, that's one thing you should consider. In this case, my important consideration was an XP breakpoint. So I'm basically saying I only want to consider dungeons where I could get at least 7 XP. And among dungeons with 7 XP, I don't care that much about the total XP, and so instead I should think about difficulty and marginal HP loss. And for that, you don't want to think about just go to the easier one. You want to go to the one that will be least improved by future items you might get. And I mean, this one's not going to be improved a ton by having a crossbow. That's what we're getting, right? Yeah. Like, I could get here in 2 steps, and then here in 3, but like 1, 2, 3, like this with the crossbow. But I can already do that 1, 2, 3. So the crossbow doesn't really help me get here any faster. It also doesn't help me get to this guy any faster, because I can already get there in 1, 2. So I don't think this is going to get any easier at all. Is this? I mean, not really. Looks like it's going to be about the same. I mean, I guess one of them we'll probably get to with a third die. Which one would I like that to be? I think the basic, the tiebreaker that I can see here is if I go here now, I have to spend a teleport potion to get out. Whereas if I go here now, I can use a key and then spend only keys in this area and save the more valuable teleports. Right, teleports are strictly better than keys. This trap is kind of funny. You must mark an adjacent space with a 1. So, like, one thing you could do is you could, like, put a 1 here and then you have a consecutive path of 1s if you want it. That's kind of weird. Is that... that could be good. Anyway, I don't know. Go here next. That's my opinion. The factory tunnels. What is a factory doing here? Where are we? We're at the Iron Peaks? It provides strong metal. Okay, it's a metal factory. Fine. Well, that's doubles, so the wandering monster gets to hit us. As always, there's this monster here. Evil dice doubles, unpreventable damage. Some very low numbers, but thieves can be killed with 3s, right? So that's fine. I mean, it seems like pretty straightforward. Well, I want to spend both of the 3s on thieves, and I can spend them ideally on the same thief. And I can do that here and here, or here and here. I can get to either of those spaces. I think it's better to get to this guy because, like, I don't know. I don't have a good reason. It just seems nice to put, like, to get there, I have to put, I put a few 2s on the path, and it's kind of nice. This is a very long section of a relatively easy to complete sequential path, right? That's sort of why I think this is nice. Is that, like, this is not that hard to complete. Like, if I had to put a 6 here on the way, maybe I would consider going after this monster instead, because then I could go like 2, 3, 3, and then like a 6 over here or something. But since these numbers are all kind of in a range with each other, it seems nice to go after this thief first, is my thinking. I don't have any weird abilities, right? I just have this extra die and a scythe. Okay. I mean, I have blade and claw, but nothing new. A 5 and a 6. Okay, well, we're losing our coin, sadly. I could spend it to decrease this from a 6 to a 5 first if I wanted. Do I want that? Probably. Or, in fact, to decrease... I could spend my coin to make any change I want to the dice. Because I only have 1 coin for him to steal. So spending it on... to stop him stealing, like, sure, doesn't really accomplish anything. But I could make this a 3 if I wanted, or a 5. So I'm spending 1, 2, 3 dice on this guy. What do I want the other die to be? First of all, I should let the damage resolve. I mean, technically, the damage doesn't happen until I'm done modifying these dice, but I just don't want to forget it. And I think I want to spend my coin. I certainly should change these somehow to be helpful. But I don't think I can do much with them. Like, I don't know. Make this a 5? That's probably good. Now he hits me... Oh, hang on. I have to spend a coin to do that, of course. Now he hits me and tries to steal my coin, but he fails because I'm broke. So, like, I think I want something like this. 5, 5, so that I have an easy path to the exit. And then, like, for 6. Right? Now I have 2 routes to the exit that both could pan out. And the thief is dead. One, 2, 1, 5. Okay, so I should be focused on items, I think. We shouldn't have much trouble constructing one of the 2 paths to the exit. I have 2 1s. I could fill those in here, for example, if I wanted, pretty easily. And write in a 2 here, I guess. Or here. No, here's better. And then the 5... I think I would want to put here. Yeah, that seems fine. I do have the opportunity to throw away the 5, even if I don't want to use its value. Like I can make this 2 a 1 and this 1 a 2, for example. But I think the 5 is useful enough. So I'll use the scythe from counting range from this 2 to put a 1 here, and then counting range from here, I'll put a 1 there. Grab the 2 coins. Those are my 1s. The 2 goes here, and the 5 goes here. Doubles again. What luck. I'll take a damage. A couple 3s, huh? Well, in that case, I'll sack this 3 to make this 5 a 4. This 6, excuse me, to make the 5 a 4. And make the 3 a 4 as well? Yes. So I decreased a 5 and I'm increasing a 3 to get 2 4s. I could have just used the 2 3s, like put a 4 here and then 2 3s to mark this. But I want to exit with a 4 if I can. Well, I want to pick up the space that I write here should also go here if I can cause that to happen, because that's the only way I can get both of these items. And the only way that this would be a path out would be if this were a 4. Now, this doesn't have to be a path out. I could have a path out this way, but it's just slightly more flexible for this to be a possible path out. So I want to write a 3 here and then 4s to pick up the items rather than the other way around. These are probably good. I mean, it hardly matters, right? I just need to make sure I put something like something okay here and here. So I think it would be best to put a 3 here. Because while I want this to be a 4, a 4 going this way is already a route out. So I don't even need this to be a 4 for this route. So I might as well make this be a route that allows me to get out with a 2 by writing a 3 here, in case I end up being stuck in such a situation that I have to do that. So the 3 goes there. The 4 goes here. 5, wow, that's way too high. Five, 6, like that. Doubles again, what fun. Okay, so I think we are looking good here. Sack the 1 to increase a 3, but not decrease anything. Then I'll write a 2 here and a 4 here. Collecting this key with these 2 4s. And completing, completing 2 different routes out for style points. Nice. Scoring it up, we achieve the maximum score possible with every column, the maximum XP possible, I should say. And also both monsters is 8 again. Not again. Wait. Yeah, again. We got 8 last time. So we should be at 16 now. Which is here. Grab that HP. Oh. Oops. I know it doesn't matter, but I like to draw these with straight lines. I accidentally drew little squiggly lines. And the heavy crossbow surely is a must-have, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to help much in either of these dungeons. But it won't help nothing. It won't be useless in this dungeon, right? I think. Like I could move up here as my first move if that were interesting, I guess. Do I care about that though? Not really. Would it be useful here? It would let me skip over like some pressure plates, I guess. This one specifically and not any others. Could skip over this one here to here. Yeah, so well, but I could do that. I could do that with just the heirloom sword. So it seems as though I maybe don't need the heavy crossbow for anything. Whereas a wind-up golem seems kind of good, right? Or even an Elder Salve, maybe? If I were low on HP. Or wanted to save coins? Reduce an evil die? I don't know. I mean, that seems sort of bad. How long is it going to be till I get 28? Presumably not until I've finished both of these, right? This one's worth like 5. I'll be at 21. This one, I could be at 29 at most. So yeah, if I do both dungeons, I can get an heirloom sword as my last relic. My last upgrade choice. Yeah, I don't think I need the crossbow. I could take like So here's a stupid question I have. Heirloom plate mail is 2 charges of ignoring 2 damage, right? Okay, I've understood why my question is stupid. I was like, isn't it better to just get these HP potions? Because they're worth 2 HP as well, and I don't have to use them on only on turns when I'm taking 2 damage. But... Wait, did I forget to pick up? No, there just wasn't a potion on this floor. Okay. There are still 3 potions remaining on the map and 1 here. So I will get, hopefully, all of the potions, which is why Elder Salve is like... I think Elder Salve is there to let you fix the mistake of missing healing potions, basically. So I don't want that. This is better. I think Wind Up Golem is pretty good. Heirloom Plate Mail is pretty good. And then I can take the Heirloom Sword last. So yeah, I think... Oh, although I'm at 16 right now. If I want my next relic to be Plate Mail, I do have to get 6 XP in the next dungeon, which means I can't go here next. Which is where I would like to go, because I'd like to have my 3rd good die when I go here. But I don't think it can be helped. Oh, my 3rd good die and my -1 defense doesn't really matter against the thieves. They're so easy to punch anyway. Yeah, so I think I'll take the Wind Up Golem this time, and because I want Heirloom Plate Mail next, I'm leaving this chateau for last. It'll be kind of just a party. No real danger at all. Impossible to take damage. Feels kind of stupid to leave it till last when I'm super strong. But I think because of sequencing, I just can't afford to go there any sooner if I want to get these items. Hang on. How much more? Oh, I'm getting 8 here. That's right. 8 and then 5. I'll have 13 more is 29. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, cool. So, on to the Curious Cat. We will again be using 2 good and 2 evil dice. Let's roll. Hey, roll. These are all misses, right? No, the thieves attack on 4s. So this is well worth spending a coin, of which I have several. None over here, right? They took my only coin from the overgrown shop. Yeah. To turn this 4 into a 3. I just thought of something funny. Teleport. Mark a wall as if it were locked. Oh, it even mentions locked doors, yeah. Smashing walls doesn't mention that with the lucky pick, but I assume it's allowed. Anyway, I just realized there's maybe a way that... I don't know, never mind. I was thinking maybe the crossbow could have helped, because I could have marked this square right away and gotten into this guy. Like I could have teleported through the wall and killed him more quickly. It doesn't actually work, though. I only have 4 dice, so... And I can't mark these 2 because this can't path to here. So I can easily kill this thief this turn and get into position to kill this one, and I think that's just fine. There's no need to do anything extravagant like teleport through a wall to start chipping away at him faster. Requires a 3 to hit a thief? Yeah. And the path out is going to... Well, unless I choose to teleport for some reason, I assume I want the path out to be through here. So... probably want this to be like a 4. Well, except I need to use kind of largest numbers on this thief. So I guess I want this to be a 2 and this to be a 3. Okay. So 2, 3. I have 1 4 and a second 3. Yeah. 4, 3. I guess. No, yeah, there's no reason to care about the order of those. Okay. And I'll have to spend a key on that. 1 thief down. No damage. Great. And annoyingly, not actually a kill. I'm going to have to spend a die, a power here. To get my second 3. I want 3 3s, actually, so I could grab this coin, but no big deal. Let's see. First, I'll just spend a 3 here. That's easy enough. Sack this 1. I think. Yeah, might as well. I can't increase 2 of these. I have to increase 1 and optionally decrease, well, optionally increase and optionally decrease. But I don't want to decrease any of these to 1. 2 is better than a 1 for me. So, oh, I guess this is also a choke point I could use, isn't it? There's a lot of choke points on this map. I've sacked this. I'm increasing one of them to a 3. I guess it might as well be the evil one. I don't think it really matters. And put a 3 here. Now I have a 2, which could put here. Is there some reason not to? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just write in the 2. Because connecting up this 3 is nice. I don't know. No doubles? That's all I really care about. Well, I care about collecting treasures as well. For example, I could sack the 6 to make these both 4s and pick up these 2 coins. I don't know. Is that any good? I kind of want a 3 anyway for this, right? So there's no rush to pick up these coins. What if I sacked this 3 to make this a 3, but then also make this a 5? This way I get to pick up 2 items. I think this makes sense. So spend the 3 here. Grab my potion. And then spend the 2 5s down here. I guess I've now locked this out from being a potential path to the exit, but like, come on, that was never going to happen. Yeah, I mean, 1s are a little low, but that's not bad for me. I need this to be a 3 if I want a coin. So 1s are not very useful. I guess I do need a lot of 3s, don't I? Okay, funny joke. We're going to sack both of these 1s to decrement this by 2 and increment this by 2, and now they're both 3s. It's a little bit slow. I'd rather not spend so long durdling around in the dungeon. But it collects me all of these coins. Yeah, okay. I was worried that was going to be the 3. But it wasn't. Okay, so these numbers look great. What do I care about? I need this to get filled in. So it would be nice aesthetically for this to be a chamber of 3s, but a 4 there is kind of nice as well. So let's put a... Oh, I don't have another 4. Put a 3 in, I guess. Is that a stupid idea? No, it's fine. Hang on. I'm not so sure about those. Why don't I want a 4 here? Because 3, 4, and 5... No, sorry. 2, 3, and 4 here are all fine. But I want to make sure... Like, I write a number here... And then I guess I want, like, the number 1 above and 1 below it to be these two. So I kind of want this to be, like, 3, 5, and then 4 here is maximally flexible, I think. Yeah. So 4 here is actually better. Make that a 3. And then write in a 5 and a 2. That way the 4 can go up or down and it's no problem. 3, 5, 4, 2. Those are my numbers. I do have to spend my other key, though, for this. Unlocking the second door at the Curious Cat. I have 2 teleport potions, right? But no poison. I missed the poison. Alright. Oh, I guess I forgot I have this wind-up golem. I'm saving it for something scarier, I guess. I don't know. So just don't fill this square in yet. That's the idea. Put a 1 here. And then nothing else matters. Just put 4, 4, 4. Now I'll have a path out. No doubles, and we got a 4, which is enough to exit. So, I don't know, put a 2 here. And then a 4 here. We're out of the dungeon. And we do have a continuous path. So we can score it up. Every column completed. Plus 1 experience for each of the sneaking thieves. Whoops, that one does not belong there. There we go. Is 8 again. We're at 16, so we should be at 24. Means we're getting the good die and the health potion. And give me that plate mail, please. Like, I'm sure there are There's going to be 1 or 2 times when I would have been like, oh yeah, the heavy crossbow would be nice. But I think I can afford to skip it. And the relic should provide me much more value. Alright, off to a victory lap of sorts at Vaudin's Chateau. Only 1 evil die. We can't possibly take damage in this dungeon, can we? Yeah, 1 evil die and no enemies. How much health do I have right now? 9, 13? Yeah. Shouldn't have any trouble winning. Where do I want my path out to be? Does it matter what order I do stuff in? I mean, I don't know. I think I like going this way right now because I can write in a 4 and a 5. And it's illegal to write in another 5 here yet because this trap and the potion are both blocking line of sight. But I can just go ahead and step on the shifting tiles, put a... Oh, well, I was going to put in a 1 here. And then that puts another 1 here, and then I can put a 5 here. That collects the health potion. But it does make it impossible for this to be my path out, I guess. Well, there's no time pressure at all here, remember. I don't have to be fast. Maybe I can do something a little bit more dramatic, like... I could sack the 2 5s to make this 4 a 2. So that 2 1, and then I could have an easy path to the exit. I think that makes sense, actually. So I'm going to sack this to make a 3, and this to make a, oops, a 2. And then I'll write in 2... 1. Now when I mark this space, I can come with anything. I can just put a 1 here. And I have a very easy path out of just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? I think with no time pressure, this is the responsible way to play. I don't love these high numbers. But, I mean, they're fine. Sack the 5 to make this another 2, I guess. And I'll leave this as a 5, I think. I could put a 6 here so I could have a large number path going this way, but a 5 is better for a high number path anyway. So I'd like to write in a 2 on this tile, which will shift, causing me to place a 1 here. And I get this health potion. And I'll put a 5 here. And a 2... I mean, I think it makes sense to put 1 here. I'm just not sure if I should put a 1 over here, or... I think I should just bloop through all this stuff, right? I think so. So a 2 here triggers the trap. I must mark an adjacent space with a 1. Okay, you got it. So I'll put a 1... It's a little low. A 1 here. And now I've triggered this trap. I have to put a 1... here. I've triggered this trap. I have to put a 1 here. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind any of that. We're just, like, falling down the stairs of Odin's Chateau straight to the exit. Okay, I'm looking for numbers I can put here. I have 2 3s, so that seems acceptable. Yeah, I guess I don't see any reason not to just do that. 3 3. Six here, so I have a depository for large numbers, I guess. And I want the 2 here so that I don't need necessarily a 1 or a 2 to escape, so that a 3 would be good enough, because I can always produce a 3. By just incrementing or by decrement, if I rolled all 6s, I could still make a 3 by sacking 3 good dice to turn this 6 into a 3. While the same is not true of 2s. If I rolled all 6s, I'd have to spend a coin to get a 2. Another 6 is nice. Let's grab that coin. Spend this 4 on this. No? Oh. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Spend the 4 here. Setting off the trap, forcing me to put a 1 somewhere I choose here. I'll sack this 2 to make this another 1. And then place it here, collecting the key. Man, these guys don't want to stay in the available box, huh? Alright. I think it's now a foregone conclusion. I can do whatever I want, but it should be quick enough to just play it out. So, I don't know. Put this 1 on the shifting trap, which will require another 1 here, which will require another 1 here. What do I have left? 3 5 5. Those can go any old place. 3 5 5. Well, not any old place, but over here. Just not these 2 spaces. And other than that, there are no particular constraints. Great. And when I roll this, I'm guaranteed a 3 or lower. Cool. Let's put a 1 here. That completes a path to the exit. And it is a sequential path, as we will see now. 2 1 2, up down to 1, up to 2, and then skating by on 1s. So we can score it up, and we get the expected score of 5, because I did miss 1 column, it being impossible to not miss. We'll mark that as 5. So we're currently at 24, so that'll get us to 29. So we get this. Let me circle it so I remember it. And we do have at least 28. I mean, only just. But I got, I believe, all the experience it was possible to get in these few dungeons here. Right? I don't think there's any experience that I missed that it was possible to get, no matter what items you can carry with you. You have to miss a column here, you have to miss a column here, and I didn't miss any others. Alright, so on to the boss. Vodan's Nightshade Keep. So, these rock chutes confuse me a little bit. I get that, like, you can't use abilities that would mark this space. But I don't understand, like, what if I already have a number marked on the space? Am I not allowed to trigger that rock chute? Do I trigger that rock chute and replace the number with an X? And, like, therefore, I can't count range from it, and I can't count it as part of a path to the exit anymore? Or if I get the number in there first, obviously I can't. I mean, maybe can I still count? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go look on the Discord and see if there's any explanation of how this shit works. Okay, so it sounds like once you have marked a number in a rock chute space, you cannot mark an X there. It is illegal to choose that space to put an X in. And if every rock chute space is marked, then stepping on a pressure plate does nothing. Okay, so that's the most charitable interpretation, most player-friendly that I can think of. Well, I guess it makes sense that Vodan has only 2 HP because the dude's in a corner. You couldn't hit him more than twice. Okay. The path to the exit is easy enough. Especially if you have the ability to teleport twice, which we do. Right? Yeah. I am a little tempted to use one of the teleports on this wall. It would speed me up a great deal getting to him. Anyway, we may as well start. No sense thinking things over without looking at any of the dice. Yeah, there's something about these dice. I gotta get new ones. I don't know. They land on their edge way more often than dice should. Okay, so this is no doubles, no Vodan trigger, but I will take 1 damage, 3 damage. Because even the plants are attacking if I don't spend a coin here. The good news is I prevented any thieves from stealing most of my coins. I did lose the first coin I ever got. But I got in here with what? 9 coins? I'm pretty happy to use 2 coins to save 3 damage. So let's turn that 5 into a 3. At the cost of 2 coins. And it's how much charge Vodan? A 4. Actually a 3. Because I'm very angry. So he should be, like, eminently killable this turn, right? Even if I don't want to step on any rock traps or pressure plates, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I were willing to step on a chute, well, Well, what's the range? My range is 2 or... Oh, it's only orthogonal. I would have figured it would be diagonal as well, but it isn't. Okay, so I'm not quite as mobile as I thought. But I'm still mobile enough, right? Here, 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 here. I think so. What am I doing with my 1? I really hate my 1. Magic. This is magical, and that's any die, not just good dice, right? Only good dice. Okay. So this 1 is a little bit weak then. I could sack this 1 to make it a 2, which is still enough to kill a plant, actually. Because they have 3 defense, and I decrease it by 1. So maybe that's what I do with my 1, is I just make it a 2. Like this. Not that I I don't need to use this 2 to actually hit a plant, but I just don't want to put a 1 down. Like, I'm putting down a bunch of 3s, and if I put a 1 down, then those can't be part of a sequential path, right? Which is what I'm trying to avoid. So I think it's like a 3 here using Scythe, a 3 here using the new toy, whatever it is, a 2 here, so 3, 3, 2. I've somehow taken 1 more die than I actually wrote. I guess I intended to take one of these. I took one of these 3s before I wrote it because I wanted to use it on Bodan. So, okay, fine. 3. Which, recall, defeats him because he has only 3 defense. Not defeats him, damages him. And I'll use the last 3 here. I could have made one of them a 4, but I didn't. And I just wanted to clown on this plant by writing a very small number to kill him. Okay. Looking good. Hard to imagine losing now. That is a wandering monster damage, though. They may make me get through my initial HP bar. They probably will. I'll get hit by a wandering monster at some point before I finish this dungeon, surely. Oh, I need to mark out my teleport potion that I used, of course. So, we can fully explore this dungeon as long as we leave this space unmarked until the end. We could even explore the dungeon more quickly, I suppose, by stepping on pressure plates to turn spaces that we could legally mark and then, like, marking them with an X, right? Like, I don't need this space anymore. I don't have to spend time marking it. And that will mean we have to spend fewer turns doing this, which means fewer turns for wandering monsters to trigger. So it seems as though, ideally, I should prefer to avoid ever wasting time stepping on one of these square spaces. So there's, what, 5 pressure plates and 6 square spaces, so I'll have to step on one of them at some point, but the rest I can just let them fill up with rocks. Oh, well, I guess I do need to make sure there's at least a path to the exit. If I filled both of these up with rocks, then I would lose? Well, no. I mean, I could teleport through this one, I guess. As long as I didn't also let this fill up. Okay, so maybe stepping on these is sort of useful. The only one I really need to step on is this one, though, right? Because I already got this stuff. Okay, and then I can mark the other 5 with rocks. Sure. What are these numbers? These are the numbers I rolled. I haven't used them yet. And my escape route is going to be this way. I guess if I want the health potion, I would have to step here. I don't need to take the health potion. Oh, also I have, like, these. I could have just ignored... Ah, yes. I could have just ignored the Vodan and plant... Well, no. The plant damage... It was better to spend a coin to avoid that damage, and then... instead of taking damage from the wandering monster that just bit me, I'll spend a plate mail charge. Because that's literally the only thing these will ever do. I don't know. Let's spend all the 2s. This is so stupid. I don't know. Spend 225, something like that. This way. 2. Oh, actually, I want to have doubles available here. Yeah, so 2, 2, 5. Defeating you. Yeah, that's a little bit of a big line. Then I'll spend another 2 grabbing these coins. I have 2 3s left, which... Meh. Grab this, I guess? Using my new plate mail. 3... Not plate mail, my heirloom, whatever it is. Heirloom sword. It has range. It doesn't count diagonal, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I can reach from here to here, and then I can reach from here to here, either with my plate, my new sword, or my old scythe. Ah! Come back. No doubles. I guess let's start building the path out. I still need to step on this one at some point. And I want it to be part of the path out, so a 3 is pretty flexible there. Let's 4, 5, 6, I guess. And the 2 1s to pick up the useless poison potion, I guess. Sure. It's not useless. It lets me mark a die without spending a turn, right? Oh, don't forget, I have a wind-up golem as well. I can use a die I could die again if I wanted. In fact, if I had used the wind-up golem both times on turn 1, I maybe could have killed this plant as well as Fodan if I'd been careful. Not that it matters. I don't know, man. The game is so over. Let's spend a golem charge. I don't know. A 2. Alright, sure. 2s are fine, I guess. I can put 1 here. And then, like, 4 Xing this space. 5. I'd rather not write a 6 here because it makes the exit inflexible. So I'll put it somewhere else. Here. Meaning I need an X here. No doubles again. Lots of nice middling numbers. We like those. I have a 2 that I can use here. Grab the coin. A 4 that I can put here. And then I don't think the rest of the dice in this whole dungeon are going to matter. Let's spend a 3 here. A 3 here, accumulating 1x. And then I have 2 5s left? Yeah. 5, 5, and I need another X for having stepped here. Okay. No damage again, and I can just write these numbers literally anywhere. 6, let's zoom out a little. It's just so hard to target when I'm not zoomed in. 5, 3, oh, that's illegible. 3, now I still have 3, 2, 5 remaining. Let's put them 3, 2, 5. Still no doubles. We're out though, right? Just save a 4 to put here. And write 4, 3, 2 in these squares. 4, 3, 2, and then the second 4. There you go, an accurate screenshot of the end of the game. Alright, I mean, pretty easy. Maybe even easier than some of the other characters. Banana's worth 5 or something? No, 4, okay. I guess I should prove that I have a path before I start scoring. But I do. Very good. So the X's count as markings. You're supposed to treat these as walls, and you aren't required to mark walls. And also, you could interpret it as, well, we did mark them with an X. Either way, you do get experience for this. So this is what, 5, 10, and 6 is 16. This is a very low scoring game. 28 and 16, 44? There's like no experience on this page, man. Am I crazy? I don't know. 16. Well, that's this, and then 3 columns. 3 rows, rather. I never used the magical effect of the heirloom sword. In fact, I barely used it at all. Was that where I'm stopping, or am I'm stopping here, right? I have 16, 21, 29, 45. Yep, that's this. I think this is the most you could possibly get on this sheet, despite being abysmally low compared to my other games. It seemed like a complete pushover, just like every other map, but this one even more so. I mean, look at this. Gloria had no trouble at all. Lots of leftover stuff. Okay. Well, that's Dungeon Pages. I think I'm done with it. Fun little puzzles, but it does get a little bit samey and also really easy, despite I heard people complaining about how hard it was in the reviews. I don't know. I'm just built different, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.